This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Now, here sits two well, I don't know how to say it. There's been a lot of controversy over these two games over the last couple of days since Fantasy Flight. We've been talking about Fantasy Flight games. I usually say Final Fantasy. I don't know why I do that, but Fantasy Flight games. The Arkham Horror, the 2nd edition, and the 3rd edition. And it seems that there is a great divide. There are people that say, oh my god, this is the best game ever made. This should not have been remade. And then other people go, I really enjoy this. I still like the 2nd edition to a degree. And I really, really love it. And there's a lot of people that say, oh my god, this game is trash. So one of the things, a lot of the things that really have come up, and I really decided to take a look at it, was a lot of people complained about the setup time, saying that this is a lot easier to set up than this. Now, I'm only talking about the base games. We're not talking about laying everything out with this bad boy, okay? Because there's a lot of things that you can attach to this. And we're not talking about any of the expansions that go with this. But I actually did a little bit of a study, and I decided to set both these games up, okay? And for this game, it took me 6 minutes and 54 seconds, okay, to set 3rd edition up. This was all cards separated, and when I'm doing this is you've decided on your characters, not sitting there going through the list and everything, saying these are my 2 characters and I'm going to set them up with everything that they need. This, it was 5 minutes and 38 seconds. Okay, to set this up. So setup time, pretty close. I don't think there's a real difference. Of course, you've had to play the game. I'm not talking about punching it and then putting it out. I'm talking about having all your cards separated, like I do, and neatly, not just thrown in a box like a mess. Now, to be able to set that up, I was able to go boom, 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 boom with both of these. Okay, and it went very, very well. The other thing is ease. Okay, this is very random, and closing those gates are not the easiest things in the world. Some people have said that this game is too easy. You know, I don't have enough plays in this to really say that. I don't have enough plays in it to really say that this game is easy. I'm learning it even more. And this isn't me saying which one do I like better. This is more saying, hey, you know, I'm trying to take a look at a lot of the facts here, or the things that are in front of me. You have your diehard fans here. Now, I love this game, okay, and I want to love this game too, okay. So I really want to give this a fair shot. Is it 2 different beasts in a way? Yeah, sure. Time played, I mean, you're looking a couple hours no matter which one you pick. It really comes down to which one do you prefer. There's no app here to really cause any kind of heartache with this. This here, this is just old Richard Lanius giving you the best, you know, and doing what he does best. Making a game that you are going to get pulled in by. And Richard Lanius has made some classics. And this is very dear to me, not because I know the man and love the guy. He doesn't live too far from me. But because of the passion and everything that he put into this, and how many times I played this and just enjoyed it. By myself. Just played by myself. You know, you could do a lot of things to soup this up with the miniatures and stuff like this. And you could probably do the same thing over here, but you're fighting cards instead of chits. So Nikki, who's no longer with the company here, I believe it's Nikki. Oh God, I want to make sure that I get the Yes, Nikki Valance, I'm sorry, who no longer with the company anymore. Does the game suffer because of that? Could. Does this give you the feel of Arkham Horror? I feel it does. Okay, and where I'm sentimentally here, from what I've done with this, you know, I love the neighborhoods. I love how they did some of the things there, and I found that very fascinating. And it has that same type of feel, but they're two different games, and for two different types of people, I think, in a lot of ways. This is a drawback to big not over the top, but I mean, if you add everything, boy, this thing gets over the top. But having a big presence on the table and a bunch of people that you could play with. I mean, again, this is a game that you could play by yourself, which I enjoy, or you can play with a group of people. The times go up, but boy, that whole, oh my God, we got to get these gates closed and stuff like this. And here, this has, I just don't think this does as well, would do as well with a bunch of people as playing it more solo. You gotta remember, different age now. And this here has an imprint, but not as huge as the big dog here. So, you know, there's a lot of variances between these two fantastic games. And it makes me wonder a lot of things. So, you know, which one do you prefer? You know, we keep on bringing this. I'm going to go down to the table here, and I'm going to kind of just show you the board here for the new version and the old version. And let's take a look at it, and then I'm going to come back, and then we'll discuss this a little more and close it out, and then we'll leave it to all your comments. I gotta actually hold this up because, you know, you have the wonderful third edition here, and as you can see, there are different sections. This is just really interesting to me that you have downtown. So this is a different section, and then you have, you know, your street map, you know, your streets that you're going to be traveling in between these. Okay, and each one has a certain section, and it can get overrun if there are a certain amount of threat tokens in here. You're also going to be trying to get all these different things, money and clues and stuff like that, so you can get and shut down the threat that is coming from the ancient ones. Again, I'm not showing everything here, but I want to just show you how the board laid out is compared to the other board, which we are going to take a look at now. As you can see, this is just a really modern, very interesting looking type of way to do it, and I'm just enthralled with it. Let's take a look at the second edition. Yes, folks, another thing I got to pick up the camera for, because the big dog is in the house, and yeah, you open up this board and it is just everything that you can imagine. You're going to be traveling through here. Gates are going to be popping up all over the place. You're going to be trying to close them, and of course you may get sucked to the other worlds, which that's a whole experience unto itself. My copy there. I actually have another copy that is actually sealed, believe it or not. But really just so much going on, and the big board, and it just has that epic feel to it. And that's one of the things that I don't think you get with the newer version, is that epic feel. When you bring out this board, you know, okay, I'm hankering into my seat. I've got myself my drink, whatever snacks I need, and I'm ready to go. And that's the feel that you get with the old edition here. Is just you're in for it, and it's on. As simple as that. It is on. So again, you know, two different types of game, but two different time periods too. So it's kind of interesting as I really delve in and try to decide not so much which one's better, but you know, which one fits for me. You know, I think they both might, but that's yet to see, and we'll do a live play to figure that out. So let's go up top and get my final thoughts. Now, as you saw, I did not, I didn't put all of the third edition out there and stuff like that. I just made like a couple neighborhoods so you get a good feel for it if you have not played either one of these games or been on a different planet. But you could see the difference of imprints. That it's just boom, open up this big board, and then fill in all the gaps, and then boom, And the other thing is being very smart and getting yourself a little container that can keep all your tokens, or else you'll drive yourself mad with bags. I have these nice plastic. Of course, I don't have one around. These things you can't see from over there, but I have these plastic containers that I put all the tokens in. Makes it so much easier. It really does. But 2 different imprints in 2 different ways from 2 different times. It's amazing what happens in 10, 12 years, and when you take certain games and and change them. Richard Launius and Kevin Wilson's version versus Nikki Vallen's version. 2 different time periods. I think both these games, it's so easy for us older guys, particularly me, to go, hey, wow, why are you remaking this? This is perfect. It's the problem with us old guys. We're very sentimental to the things, and we don't like change too much. But I'm trying to be very open-minded with this 3rd edition, and I brought in all the expansions and everything, so I can get a good feel of it since this discussion has come up. And I am going to go through, and we're going to play both of these live, and I think then we'll both have some. We'll have it on tape. And then I think the discussion will be really interesting after that. So I look forward to doing both of these live here on the channel and then discussing afterwards. So let me know in the comments what you feel, where your alliance is, what you want to see, what you don't want to see. Are you just totally done with the 3rd edition? Or do you want to see more of the 2nd edition? Or maybe you're just tired and think it's an outdated edition, the 2nd edition, and that the 3rd edition is the way to go. There's only one way to find out. Put it in the comments here at Rob's Tabletop World. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.